Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Jones. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he'll be out right at the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Harris Campbell, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me,
they'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. McDonald sets to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hammond. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down.
Throwing on first down. McDonald. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Now he'll escape to his right. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
8-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Lions, nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And some room to work. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
McDonald. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bang but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Buccaneers 13, Lions 3.
Cook on the toss left. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Jones.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now here's a deep shot that's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there. And now it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Cook following the penalty. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Jones. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's McDonald. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McDonald escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now this throw caught left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 20.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They go play action with McDonald. He'll buy some time right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Harris to return. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Jones. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw, Jones. And that's incomplete.
Jones' pass thrown away and incomplete. Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Jones. That's complete to Butler. And now running right through him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with it.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, McDonald. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Throwing is McDonald. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hammond. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Play action. It's McDonald eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And he lost 6 there on the first down play.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Once again, it's Swift. And there is a flag, so a big second down pickup. But will it hold?
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's McDonald to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a run with Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Trying the jet sweep here. It's Boykin. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Miles Boykin, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Lions. 52 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
To the sideline.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Here's Harris to return it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 79 yards. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Gay on for the point after.
Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
They'll start on the ground with Swift, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. McDonald, and he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. McDonald. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. McDonald. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Detroit.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And some space here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Buccaneers 57. Lions.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, McDonald. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Matt Hawk now. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Lions 10.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Number 81.
A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions gain a bit of respectability.
He is good.
And he puts it through.
The score, Buccaneers 57, Lions 17.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
6-yard line.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Looking deep for Jennings.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Jones now throwing again. Flush to his right. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Off play action. Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 13 yards remaining on second down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. He completes it to Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Detroit.
On first down, McDonald. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Double. 45.
Throwing again. McDonald. Another throw for Galladay. This one complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs. I knew every note to their school's fight song.
I bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no. There was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 3rd down, Jones. Open man completes it to Butler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
42 to Mike, 42 to Mike. Oh, you get a headache.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And at the 43-yard line.
Jones on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They mark him down officially at the 34. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald now in desperation. That's caught inside the 20. And down to the 11. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
45. Mike, 45.
On first and 10, McDonald to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll bring up second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
The Buccaneers.
We got a plane to catch.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Today's final score.
And Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will...
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same.